Hello, good morning, all you homesteaders out there. So check it out, right? So as you see behind me, you see our tiny home right there that we started to build, and then we started to have some problems with it, and we were talking about returning it. So we were thinking and trying to figure out if we were going to return it and then, you know, build our own, or what we were going to do. We seem to have had a lot of problems with it, so we've been paying on it, so it's like, why waste the money? So we're going to keep it, and we're going to make it into the shop, and that's going to be my own shop right there that I'm going to have, that I can do woodwork in, that I can keep my tools dry in and everything until, and then when our house gets out here, we'll live in the house, and I'll have my own shop. Now I'm going to change this into a pole barn, so that's what the next project for the Swisher homestead. I'm going to make this a pole barn. I'm going to make it an area where we can store the feed. I'm going to make an area where we can put all our firewood. We're going to really do some work to this. Now, as you all know with our homestead, the way it looks is, I'll bring you over here and let you see what the chicken coop looks like. And as you can see with the chicken coop right there, we're going to paint my shed the same color as the chicken coop. So we're going to get working on that today. That's right there. That's going to be, it's going to look like a barn when we're done with it. So that's kind of the new project. Now this backside over here, I'm not going to paint yet, because that's what we're going to be doing the extension off of. So we're going to actually run a 12-foot extension off of this for the pole barn, so that way we have our side area. Now, it's not expensive to do this. It's actually pretty cheap. Seeing how we already have it here, and it's already not that great of condition, and the way it was built was pretty poorly. Why not just make it a shop? I told my wife, I says, look, you know, we'll stay in it now until our house gets out here. They're working on our house right now. They say it'll probably be what was it, August, end of August, beginning of September is when our house will be brought out, and then you'll get to see me design the whole inside of the house. We are getting another shed like this, but from a different builder. Now this builder I have done a lot of research on, and I'm telling you what, hopefully everything I read is true. It's like basically buying a house without interior work done. So, but I want to do the interior work myself. That'll give me something to do during the winter time when the weather's not that great. We normally get a lot of rain, a lot of cold days, and this way I can pretty much take care of the house and work on the inside. I'll do all the plumbing, I'll run the electrical. We got some friends coming over who have done electrical. We got some friends over that have been contractors that actually build homes. You'll get to meet him. He's a pretty nice guy. He's done a lot for us, helped me out a lot on some little things I didn't know too much about. And it's always good to take that homesteader out there that you live by, kind of pick their brain and find out, hey, you know, what about this or what about that? Yeah, so I want to get started on painting this. We got some more videos coming. Hopefully you guys watch the whole series on the tomato plants, and it's a 5-part series on everything on tomatoes. This whole series is about tomatoes, so hopefully you guys watch that. If you haven't, please check it out, because there's a lot of good tips and tricks in there that I'm giving you that I've learned from my grandfather, my mother, and my grandmother, that really help out. And the biggest tip of them all was from a little Italian lady from Sicily that taught me how to plant tomatoes. So hopefully we'll see how that does up here. A little different farther up north than here, but we're giving it a go ahead, and so far it is doing phenomenal. So I'm going to get over here and get started painting and let you guys watch the transformation of this. You see right now it's pressure treated wood. The pressure treated wood has been on there now for 4 months. Now when it came out, it was a little wet. I had to wait for it to dry out, and I had to give it at least 60 days. That's 3 months. Wait, 60 days, 2 months. Man, I can't even count the days. That's what happens when you out in the homestead. You just forget about what day it is and everything. I have to ask my wife, hey, what's today? Oh, it's Friday. Really? Not like the weekend really counts for us, because we work all weekend anyway. But anyway, so you guys can get to see this transformation. I hope you guys enjoy it. Don't forget, hit that subscribe, hit that like button, and hit that thumbs up. Tell your friends about us. We're a true homestead up in Tennessee, living on a ridge, and let me tell you, it's an experience. Let's get to work now. Alright guys, so you see what I did. I painted the inside of the trim and then I primed everything. I caulked around all the windows, all the gaps, everything's been filled in. Now it's more or less let it set up, let it dry, and start painting 2 coats. But you're getting to see the transformation of our tiny home that will soon be a work shed when our house gets out here. And you'll get an idea of what it's going to look like when it's finished. Well, good morning. Day 2 of painting the house, and it is done now. Let you guys take a look. Amy put some before and after so people can see what it used to look like. But this is what I've done. Painted it barnyard red. This will be our shop eventually, and our house will be out here, but I want everything to match. So I painted it all. It's all nice and clean and nice and like new, and put lights around the top half. I want it to look like the chicken coop. But this will eventually be my shop. It's 30 by 12 and perfect size for me to have a shop. You know, we got that done. Now I haven't painted this other side because we're going to be putting a lean-to on the other side of it to store our equipment and everything. So I'll give you guys a little run through. But I have not painted this side yet for that simple fact. Sorry about the generator. Amy's in there doing work. It's got to run. If she wasn't here, I wouldn't have it on. But this is our lean-to that we're going to put on. It's going to go all the way down. This section here, we're going to cover this with plastic from right about there to about there. This is where we're going to store all our firewood on the lean-to. And then on the other side of that will be a storage area to keep our feed. Stuff that we don't want out in the elements will be there. You see, I got my fence sitting out. I got my barbed wire sitting out. And I want all that stuff inside. I don't want it sitting out. And our gas. And this is our shower. We're actually going to be rebuilding that shower. So unfortunately, I'm not happy with it, and it may not bother everybody, but it bothers me. And then I started putting up T-posts to run my barbed wire fence. Like I said, there's just always a lot of projects going on in the homestead, and that's one of those projects that I just have to get to and get done. But yeah, we're gonna run it all the way down, and I actually have about another 30 feet on the other side that I can go down to keep the barbed wire fence line clean. So I don't want it right up against each other. All these trees that have X's on them, those will all be gone here shortly. I'm hoping sooner than later. I have a friend of mine coming out that's going to help me out with it and hope that we can get it done. So for some of you who are wondering or have seen the previous video on the planting that we did, and we got one more episode to the 5-part series on tomatoes, but came out here this morning, or this morning. Came out here this morning, and I'm walking down where we planted our acorn squash, and one of them little deer got into it and tore it up, along with some other things, but they still can't get in the garden. See, all you out there say, oh, well, it won't keep the deer out. Yeah, it will. See, it's funny, deer will look for the easiest route to get in. This seems like the easiest route, but let me tell you, it's not going to happen. I actually have to go underneath it to get over. So we haven't been able to get over into the garden. As you can see, the garden's doing phenomenal. We have our acorn right there. That's all of our acorn squash been planted. Going down, and this was a big hole. That was a big hole right there. So sorry about that piece of the camera in the way, but that was a big hole and I filled it in. I walked over, said, oh no, they're gonna get my, no, they didn't get my pumpkin plant on the outside. I planted these on the outside because you need 8 foot apart, man. It grows pretty quick. So we got a lot of work to do on the homestead. You guys stay tuned and watch us, and you guys will get to see all this stuff being accomplished. We built all of this, put the garden in, leveled everything. I mean, look at how beautiful that garden looks now. We have done a lot of work to get it that way. Now, questions. I was wondering, I says, you know what? What is killing my grass in these circles? Right? It's deer. They come up, they nibble on the grass, they pick at some of the weeds on the outer edge, and they pee and they kill the grass. Literally. This used to be all nice and plush. Now I've got drops everywhere from them. So I'm gonna have to get to work and get this cleaned up. I got a pile for fire ants right there. So I'm gonna rake that out and drop some trazodone down, and that'll get rid of all these fire ants. And then this area right here is just as plush can get. And then we got some more areas that just aren't doing as well. But eventually I'll get this all fixed up and come into light, and it takes me some time, but I'll get it done. Now, for some of you who have been watching previous videos, you know that we had a chipper out here that chipped up a big part, about 2 acres of our land. And I want to reuse that. I don't like wasting. So what do? I put it around the house. And why? Because it's mixed in with cedar. Bugs don't like cedar. I don't like cedar at all. So I put it all the way down to there. I got to go get some more to finish off the back edge. But this is what I've done. So you guys have got to see the finished result of the painting job that we did. I think it looks really good. Amy loves it. She's very happy with it. I mean, little by little, we're getting there. Little by little, we're getting there. Whew, what a hot day today is. So at that point, guys, I'm gonna let you go. This is the Swisher homestead, known also as the Swisher family farm. Wow, what a day, what a day, what a day. Hot, 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 muggy. Woo. You can see it's really cloudy out. I mean, I'm sweating like crazy. Got to keep that water in you. Got to keep the electrolytes in you. Got to keep yourself going. So at that point, guys, don't forget, please tell your friends about us. Subscribe. Hit the thumbs up button if you like what you see. If you have any comments or you want anything answered about what I did or why I do what I do, put them down below. I'll be glad to answer them. No problem at all. And hey, you guys have a blessed day. God bless you guys. You know what? Homesteading is awesome. And all you that think so, hit that like button. I'll talk to you guys later. Bye now.